everybody, and I want to welcome everyone to the Spirits episode of the Booze Geek. My name is Charles, and I am your host. And before I get started, if you're new to the channel, please hit that subscribe button. And if you like the episode, well, hit that like button too. Give us a big thumbs up, and I'm going to thank you all in advance. Deep breath. We have made it. This is part 4 of our Elijah Craig Whiskey Portfolio Tasting Extravaganza. Quick recap. On that first episode, we tasted and reviewed Elijah Craig's flagship, their small batch bourbon. On that second episode, we tasted and reviewed Elijah Craig's toasted barrel. On that third, that penultimate episode, we tasted and reviewed Elijah Craig's straight rye. So what are we doing on this episode? Well, we're going one step further down the rye category. We're going to be tasting and reviewing Elijah Craig's toasted rye. Absolutely. So the stats on this toasted rye are the same as the other three. This rye clocks in at 47% ABV, which is a proof of 94. And the way they make this rye is very similar to the toasted barrel. After the rye is aged in level 3 charred oak barrels, they age it for a little bit longer in new American oak barrels that have been flash charred. So that should give it a little bit more complexity, we hope. And the mash bill on this rye is the same as the straight rye. It is 51% rye, the legal standard, 35% corn, and 14% barley. So with all that, deep breath. Let's pour some out and have some fun. Here we go. 1, 2, boom, boom. The bottle, boom. And this cork is sticking. Come on. Oop, there it goes. There it goes. Little pour here. We don't need much. As I always say, a little dabble do ya, just like Brill cream. But I did not put any Brill cream in my hair this morning. That's why I have a hat on. But color-wise, what do we got going on? Oh, that's very nice. That is a rich burnt copper. It's darker than the straight rye. It's actually more akin to the color in the toasted barrel. That's nice. Nice and dark. We got some legs on the glass. We're going to swirl, swirl, swirl. And let's give this one a nose. Here we go. Nose number 1 on the toasted rye. Oh, okay. Well, first and foremost, similar to the straight rye, there is some alcohol heat, but it's very subdued. It is definitely not as prominent as the bourbons. Interesting. And I gotta admit, that is interesting considering they're all 94 proof. They're all the same. But what else we got? Well, we got that toasted oak goodness, just like the toasted barrel. We also have some spicy notes and slight hint of pepper. And let's keep swirl, swirl, swirl. Slight hint of wood smoke, and one more quick nose. Yeah, and almost like a creme brulee sweetness is coming through as well. Interesting, interesting, interesting. But the moment of truth, here we go. After all that, all 4 of these, the final one. So swirl, swirl, swirl. I'm going to raise my little glass. I'm going to raise my little glass. We're going to prost to the toasted rye. The toasted rye, and once again to Elijah Craig. So here we go. Sip number 1, baby. Ew. That's a full-body rye. The mouthfeel is very similar to the toasted barrel. It is full-bodied. Absolutely. And flavor-wise, what do we got going on? Well, once again, similar to the straight rye. There is heat, but it's subdued. It is not as prominent as the bourbons. Very interesting. I do like that. That is great. But we also have that toasted oak goodness is coming through, that extra layer of toast. Absolutely. And some hints of baking spice, and some almond. Keep big swirl in this. Swirl, swirl, swirl. What else? I mean, this is pretty complex. I'm not going to lie. Oh. A little bit of hazelnut. And what else here? Little hint of chocolate. Man, you know what? I'm going to give it one more. I don't want to miss anything now. I really don't. Some hints of leather, and then once again, it's rounded out by the wood smoke. I mean, I gotta admit, this is also very, very, very easy drinking, man. I mean, all four of these have been really easy drinking. These are actually easier drinking than the two bourbons, but I mean, very easy drinking. What am I going to give this on the meter? Well, I'm going to give it one more quick sip, and then I'm going to tell you. I'm going to give this rye an 8. Absolutely, I think it's very well done. It's complex on the palate. I do wish. I mean, I wish there was a little bit more going on aroma-wise. Everything is pretty much overshadowed by the toasted oak, similar to the toasted barrel. But I mean, the balance is really nice on the palate. Balance could maybe have a little, use a little refinement on the nose. But I mean, all four of these have been really, really good. I mean, these are all great everyday bourbons and ryes. I mean, just overall, they're very well made products by Elijah Craig and Heaven Hill. I mean, you just can't go wrong with these. You just can't. And I'm going to give it one more quick sip. And with all that, we made it. Whew, all four. And I want to thank everyone for tuning into these 4 episodes. I want to thank Elijah Craig. This was a lot of fun. And yeah, we'll see what happens next. But yeah, I want to thank everyone for tuning in. And as always, you can follow me at the websites, which are www.pubshaveapintin.com, or the blog, which is www.pubshaveapintin.blogspot.com. And with that, I'm going to give it one more quick sip. I'm going to raise my little wine glass here. I'm going to raise my dram, let's say that, to Elijah Craig. And thank you once again, and we'll see you on the next episode. Oh, enough for me. See you next time. Cheers, prost, and enjoy.